Bitcoin is at a really crucial resistance level, and right now we need to have a look at underlying support levels that we might hit and can take new positions from, or just adding to our positions. This is what I'm going to show you in this live stream, so let's go. Hey guys, I don't know what was going on the first time here, but now it should be fine. It should be fine. It's still strange that on YouTube I cannot see the streamer. Can you guys see it? Let me know in the chat. Are you here? Can you see it? Because officially I'm streaming, but it's really strange. It doesn't want to show me the stream here. So let me know quick in the chat if you can actually, you know what, I just opened this here quick. On the other browser to see if I can actually see the stream or not, because this is... Oh no, come on. This... Oh no, yeah. Okay, if you can do it, then I'm good, you know, so because I cannot see it, you know, on... This is really strange. Let me see, can I see it if I do it with my phone? I have to make sure, guys. I know that you are seeing it, but there could be other people not seeing it, and that would be crazy, you know? So that's why I try now with my phone. No, it says not... What? What is going on, guys? This is crazy. So, I'm sorry. I have to go one more time and see if I can fix this. So, yeah. So, this is... Is this... Maybe I shared the wrong link, and just people that are here right now... No, it is the right link. I'm just gonna try again. No. Yeah. Okay, it's fine. Let's move on. If you can hear me, hear and see me, then we just get rolling here, because again we are running short on time. Wasted a minute with this here already. So here, the DXY moved below the 99% mark, exactly as we talked about yesterday. So next week, with FOMC coming up and the rate cut, I expect that we definitely go into lower levels, closer to 98, 97%, maybe even below 97, depending on how heavy the rate cut will be. And yeah, that will of course have a positive impact on Bitcoin over the whole next week. So here you can see the trade that I have just given yesterday got activated. We are nicely up here on this trade. I'm going to show you in a moment how much I am personally up right now on this specific trade setup here. And yeah, so here we are running currently into a resistance level at 111,600 to $800, and that's why you see the short-term reaction back to the downside. And I'm going to show you some problems with that that we potentially going to face here in the next coming days. But first, the trade that I'm running, again, I show you all my trades here absolutely live, you know. So, and here I'm up over $10,000 on this trade. You can see here from where I took it, $10,486. That is more or less, yeah, that was a little bit higher. I took it here, yeah, kind of like here. Yeah, because price, again, was moving when I did not pay attention, and then when I saw, oh, we are actually above the level where I wanted to enter, I re-entered into that position here. So I'm up $10,000. Gonna close it when we get to 112,500, because then I have traded this account in roughly a week to $100,000, and that's for me good enough, you know. So if I have $100,000 on this account, I'm more than happy with that, especially because I did this literally within a week. Yeah, and that's for me more than enough. So yeah, we have definitely also more people here on the stream, so it's working. So it must be working, cannot be not working. But still strange, so strange what's going on here. So yeah, let's get here into the daily time frame for Bitcoin. So I mentioned here yesterday that we have here just above us this resistance area going all the way up to 112,400 and let me see here. Whoop. Yeah, and 112,500 approximately is the top side of that. And on the lower end, we're basically scratching already on it, $111,700. Nothing has changed on these two directions here. So either we get a nice push and a squeeze above that level and continue to chop here into the FOMC meeting sideways and gonna get then the next pop into $116,000, $118,000, or into FOMC we're gonna go lower one more time, but this will be short-lived. That will be between Monday and Tuesday, and then by Tuesday, Wednesday, we are turning around and going from here back to the upside. So I'm prepared for both scenarios. I have still money on the side to buy the dip if we go lower, if we go back here to like $110,000 or something like that. Yeah, I would just, every time when we go a little bit lower here, we're gonna add more to my position because I know it's gonna reverse and will go to around $118,000, $820,000 here in the next coming weeks. Here on the 30-minute chart, you see here why I have a problem with current price action, because we have just formed another falling wedge. I warned you about yesterday about this falling wedge here, where we tried to break out and then basically broke to the downside. Typical play here with rising wedges that we see many times occurring like that. Here we have now another rising wedge. And here I think again that we are gonna breaking down at one point, because we are here sitting at sell side liquidity. And you know the drill, guys, when we have sell side liquidity, we are not breaking it on the first couple attempts. So here, this was a strong reaction back to the downside. So we could come up here, fill this wick, but then I expect again another rejection. Just the difference would be the underlying support level would be a little bit higher than the previous one. So we would most likely stop here at $110,600, bounce off from there, consolidate sideways, and then get the next push beyond that level. On the MDX algo scalp gradients, here we still don't have a take profit signal like over here from that sell tag. So I'm still waiting for this, but this will most likely come on the next downturn. And the next downturn also here would be around $110,000. We are currently in pinkish red candles, I would say, is the color, like pinkish red. So here is still the heated phase missing. And I think that this will start happening when we are breaking above $112,500, $113,000. That's when we are going to see that candles turn red again and start to heat up. And then the ultimate target from that heated phase will be here, all the way up in this range, close to the golden ratio of $116,000 to $116,500, and the golden ratio would go all the way up to $117,370. On the reactor indicator also here, for now it looks like continuation, because we have here again this pinkish phase that usually leads to a wave to the upside, the same that we saw over here, but there is also a dot plot missing, you know, so we need to get here that dot plot for the continuation move to the upside, and that we are not rolling over here, you know. So if we are not getting this fast and also making a move here into that resistance past $112,000 in the next 12 hours, then most likely we're going to see first a rejection from here before we then go back to the upside. And then on this chart here with our deviations, also here the 50 moving average and the 100 moving average, they are getting really close to each other with a potential death cross here pretty soon, if we are not staying here for an extensive amount of time above the $111,600 level. So, but first of all, congratulations to everybody that took here this trade with us together. So yesterday that wick was basically closing the trade for us. I have mentioned it before, I was transparent about it. I closed the trade at $110,000, $110,500 was when I, or $11,000. Let's have a look again. I forgot, honestly. $111,000 is where I closed that trade. Yeah, that's where I closed the trade. Yeah, so but again, I re-entered at $110,000 again, up over $10,000 on that specific trade right now. So, but here in the short term, we could see a death cross if price is not getting another impulse move out of that resistance block that we are currently trading in, to move into the next range. And again, the next range would be around $113,000. There's so much confluence around that level. Going to show you that in a second here once again. But get ready, if that's not happening, that price will come back down here one more time to test the 50 moving average and potentially even the 100 moving average, and then we're going to get that death cross, and then price will come back down to like $110,500 and $110,000 approximately, before you get then the continuation move to the upside. And again, that will be an opportunity for you to load up on Bitcoin and also altcoins that you want to trade. But we're also going to talk about shortly about some altcoins, because I started to basically stay away from certain altcoins and only trade right now a certain specific set of altcoins, and you should for the moment do the same. So there's like some coins, or the majority of coins that I'm not touching anymore. I'm going to show you that in a moment. So here on the 4-hourly chart, we have a beautiful cup and handle pattern playing out here, where we have broken now already the handle to the upside. This is of course not the best drawing skills, you know, I'm gonna admit that. I know that I have not the best drawing skills. So we're gonna take it here conservatively. Then the target, yeah, $116,000 should be the target to the upside here. I cannot make this up, you know, so this is the first time that I'm drawing this. So we got the breakout. So if you missed the breakout out of that couple of handle pattern, if you were able to spot that before me, which is fine, you know, it happens from time to time, then you need to wait here. Yeah, okay, you have to wait basically 3 minutes. In 3 minutes, we close the 4-hourly candle. If the next one keeps pushing, then we're gonna get continuation, and that's your entry signal. So you got here actually now a trade that you can take live on the stream, you know, so in another 3 minutes, if you keep watching the chart. So if you want to take this trade with us together, then we need here, just to map this out quick, 116,100. So that's almost, yeah, that's basically a 4% move with a stop loss at $109,700 approximately. On Bitcoin, a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio is absolutely fine. If you have a 1 to 2 RR, you can always take the trade. On other coins it's different, but on Bitcoin it's absolutely fine. It's more than enough. Yeah, and you're looking here on 4% upside on a specific trade setup. If you want to take the trade with us together, guys, do it on Weex. Again, my Bitcoin trade is running here in massive profits. Yeah, roughly a little bit more than $10,000 right now. You will also get access to my Telegram group if you deposit $500. And if you deposit the $500, you will get in total $800 absolutely for free for just completing some simple tasks that you anyway do. You know, like bind the phone, bind the email address, download the app, and then when you deposit $500, you get $400 airdrop on top of the money that's up here, which is another $400. So $800 absolutely for free, plus that you trade with us in the private Telegram group, and there is everything described in the description below, how you can actually join that group once you have deposited $500. So now let's move on here. The 50 moving average on the 4-hourly chart looks pretty good for me right now. We got here a nice uptick. If we can continue this trajectory, then by end of next week, end of the month, we're gonna put in that golden cross that we are waiting for. And I reckon when we get this golden cross, the direction will be something like this here, past $120,000. We just need to wait for that golden cross. In the meantime, be aware that we have now started to build some liquidity below us, and I think that liquidity at some point will get swept, you know. So, and that's why I'm saying $110,000 is now definitely in the cards, and potentially a little bit lower than that, even though it will be short-lived, just to take out this liquidity zone here. The underlying one here at 107, I don't think that will get touched. I see already here high leveraged trades, long positions, starting to close their positions. That was way more bright the other day with here yellow and orange lines, which are 50 and 100x positions. So they are starting to close their positions, which is smart, and they're gonna just wait for the next retrace to re-enter. So, but here to the upside, today $112,500 seems to be a logical target, because here's again a 100x level that is not that's untouched for now, and it could lead to a spike all the way up to the 200 moving average of $113,800. So why do I believe that? Because on the liquidation heat map we can clearly see that here the highest concentrated area of liquidity is already $112,000, which will lead to a short squeeze in direction of $113,000, $114,000. So that's why be prepared that when we get here a proper push to the upside and tap that liquidity, and we get through that you're gonna get a really juicy short squeeze here to the upside, which will give you the opportunity to to take also here a scalp trade, you know, so really quick scalp trade to make a little bit of money on that move here. But to the downside, you can also clearly see here $109,400 might be a level that we touch on the way down, you know. So if price turns around at some point to pull back and we go here below $110,400, I would expect that we're gonna get then a long squeeze where we tap here into that liquidity, but then bounce back into higher levels. What is this? No idea what Blast Network is. Sorry, I'm not gonna talk about that. So then Bitcoin dominance still in this rising wedge pattern. I expect here by Monday that we potentially try to break out of that, but then the same what Bitcoin did yesterday, we're turning around, and breaking lower. Especially into FOMC, I don't see us spiking insanely here out of that pattern. So, and even if we consolidate a little bit above that, it will basically a crown pattern where you're then going to get another move to the downside. The total free market cap is here still above $1 trillion. Here we are still on the way to completing that W pattern. Just a little bit more patience, guys, but I think by Tuesday, most likely, Tuesday, you're going to get here a nice push to the upside. A candle like this here, a nice juicy candle to the upside into higher levels. Altcoins, guys, I still trade all my altcoins on a Bybit, and I want to show you something. I know some people scream, oh, do this with us together, you know, so why do you don't do this with us together? Because it's too fast in and out, you know, I cannot do that, really. If I could, I would, but even on copy trading, it would be too crazy. Slippage on the coin that I'm trading is too crazy. You would not be able to replicate that even on copy trading. So, like I said, on Bybit, still happening all my altcoin trades. You still get a Bybit card if you sign up there, and $30,000 in sign-up bonuses. And what I did here, so just that you see, I have to zoom in a little bit that you can see that here. So here on this account, look close, $1,847 here on the right side of the screen is what I made in profit in the last 2 days. So this account was at $298 2 days ago, and I know that I tried to show it yesterday. So here, whoop, yeah, there you see it goes away again. So up, there, 2 days ago, you know. So I made basically $2,000 here, more or less, you know. So there's like 10% missing to complete $2,000, but technically almost $2,000, you know. So in the last 2 days with $300, guys, you know. So that's why I'm telling you again, sign up on Bybit and on Weex, deposit on Weex the $500. I will show you how to make $10,000 out of the $500, but way slower than what I do here, you know. So, but just to show you that it's possible with small amounts to make big amounts really quickly if you know what you're doing. And I'm not using in excessive leverage, you know. I use 5x leverage on every single trade, but here this is a scalp trading account. So here I did like 40 trades, you know, in the last 2 days to be able to do that. But I did them relaxed, you know. I was not here only glued to the screen to do that. I did this on the side, you know. I did this on the side. If I would have been more focused, I would have maybe made even more money. But yeah, I have also other things to do, unfortunately. So like preparing content for you guys here on the stream. So here, Ethereum trying to break the downward sloping trend line. If you're not in an Ethereum trade just yet, then here the trend line break is what, the downward sloping trend line is what you're looking out for. If we can close or open a new candle tomorrow here, above $3,950, that's your sign to enter. Your stop loss in that case should be here around $3,816 because you just need a bigger stop, like a different stop loss than people that were able to enter exactly from that level here. But to be fair, if we are getting here a nice push to the upside from this level by tomorrow, which most likely we're going to get based on what I see on the indicators, with MACD printing a buy signal tonight, stochastic going up, RSI going slightly up. There should be not be anything going wrong here. Then Solana got yesterday a nice push here to $196. We retested this today here once again on the daily chart. Here is a new trading setup. So if we pull back one more time to $190, use that. I said this also yesterday. When we get back to that level, you should enter that. So I hope some of you guys listened to that yesterday. And we're able to catch that. You would be up now almost 2% on this trade. But if we come down here a little bit again to 190, just take here this trade setup, you know, all the way up to $212 approximately, 11.27%, with a stop loss here at $185 approximately. Then AVAX. So AVAX is one of the coins that I think will move next week, because we have here right now a bullish divergence on the daily chart, and this has not played out yet. So, and once this is playing out, and if it is actually going to play out, I can tell you the move will come here from like $20, and it will be most likely the same day a 10 to 20% candle when we are gonna get that bullish divergence. So I would potentially start building a position here. So we are 3% away basically from the safe entry, but I would risk building a position already around these current levels. but you need to watch what's happening with the RSI. You know, so if the RSI drops here below 26, 27%, you have to cut it. If the RSI remains below that, because what's going to happen then with the price is this. So, and yeah, exactly for that reason, you need to watch the RSI. You know, so if price, if the RSI starts dropping below that upward sloping trend line, get out. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen, because again, stochastic is going up here, MACD about to print a buy signal, RSI in oversold conditions, so that's the perfect storm to go here into higher levels. Then Zcash slightly above my entry right now. I still believe that there might be a small pullback here based on a stochastic RSI on the 4-hourly and the MACD losing momentum. But I want to have a look here on the 1-hourly chart. Oh no, this looks like it will actually start moving soon. It's just currently a little bit chopping sideways. So here is the current order block that we are trading in. So once we are leaving here that range, $274, it's going to send. It's going to send here quickly, really fast, I think, in the direction of $300. So I gave that trade already yesterday, or a couple days before that. So, but now it's activated. So you're not too late to enter this trade here. Yeah, and like I said, based on the lower time frames and also on the daily chart, this looks like it is ready to run. So today, I believe that the current candle will close as it is, more or less, but then tomorrow you get a continuation candle to the upside, and that's called a free white soldiers pattern, where you get here then a nice juicy pump in direction of $290, $300. So I have one more for you guys, and that was what I think it was. Oh wow, I should have stayed in my hype trade. But sometimes these things here, yeah, so hype was the other one I think that I was looking at earlier. Yeah, so also hype now activated. You're again not too late to enter this right now. We are away from our original entry 2% right now, so not the worst. You know, also daily chart looks like that we have more momentum to go to the upside. And I want to remember you here was also a W pattern, and I think I just shown you guys this yesterday. The technical target is $45.38, so you are definitely not too late to take this trade here right now, because if you would enter at current price levels, you're still looking here at like 10% to the upside, which is more than enough. You know, 10%, absolutely fine. You will definitely crush it with 10% here if you use like 5 or 10x leverage on a trade like that. On the shorter time frames, let's see how we are looking here. A little bit overextended, not gonna lie. On the 1-hourly, on the 15 minutes too, that might come down here soon a little bit. But what you are waiting for right now, that might be a good entry opportunity. What you are waiting for is that you're gonna get a small spike to the upside, a wick. Could be another 4 or 5% before that's happening, and then you need to see how low we are coming, but most likely a retest of here the 0.65 level, $40.51, and then continuation into the technical target. Yeah, so and that's basically what I see here happening in the next coming hours, guys. I'm here already 19 minutes, time for me to run. Sorry for the small technical problems that I had in the beginning, but yeah, I came back. You know, we managed to get it going. Again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in here. And I'm gonna, you know the drill, guys. Smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and you see you then again with more money in your portfolio tomorrow.